So here we are on Cricbuzz once again, looking ahead to the start of yet another Tata IPL. It's turning 15, isn't it? Who thought that it would grow up into becoming such a confident adolescent almost? So I'm looking forward to it, and let's do what we do every year. Just look at each of the teams, look what is likely to make them take, where they need to be careful about, what the hazards are, and we'll go team by team in that. And I thought we'd start with last year's champions, Gujarat Titans. It's a lovely expression, isn't it? Last year's champions. How many of you thought that Gujarat Titans would win last year? If you said yes, just push your nose back because you're lying. Not one person thought Gujarat Titans would win. In fact, some of the players in the opposition, one of them was quoted as saying, I thought the best they would finish was 8th, maybe 9th. So what did they do right? Every team is a collection of parts. It becomes a team when the sum of those parts becomes very large. And I thought last year Gujarat Titans did it better than anybody else. And this year, they've looked at what they did last year. They've adjusted to the fact that the biggest difference this year or the last 3 years is different conditions. You're going to be playing home and away, not on excellent pitches in Mumbai like you had last time or really good pitches in the UAE. And they've adapted for that. And then there is Hardik Pandya, the captain. What a wonderful revelation he was last year. And he's gone on to be a captain that most people like because there is something disarming about Hardik Pandya. He'll go across to people, he'll make them feel special. I think he's open. I think he understands the struggle, he understands injury. And so he's appearing from the outside at least to be a player's captain. And his numbers are just fantastic. 26 games. 19 years won, and one of them has been a tie. Dare I say that a lot of how Gujarat Titans go will depend not just on Hardik the player, but on Hardik the captain. Let's look at the changes they've made, and some critical changes. They've let Lockie Ferguson go. Can you imagine Lockie Ferguson, one of the world's great death bowlers, but they realize they're not playing every game on fast bowler friendly pitches in Mumbai. They'll be going out to play on slower pitches as well. He was very expensive. They let him go, and they brought in a left-hander in Josh Little. I think that is actually Ashish Nehra's indulgence. I think he said, I like left-armers. I was a left-armer. But Josh Little has been very, very impressive around, but hopefully his fitness will hold as well. But the more interesting pick among the fast bowlers is Shivam Mavi. I don't know if you saw in the auction, but suddenly everybody wanted Mavi. They've bought him for 2 reasons. One is they got an extraordinary amount from Mohammad Shami last year. This year, it is play, travel, play, travel, play, travel. I don't know if they'll get 14 out of Mohammad Shami. So there's Shivam Mavi there as a replacement. Occasionally on the road, they might need to play an extra spinner. So they probably can leave out Alzari Joseph or Josh Little, play Shami and Mavi with Hardik Pandya as the third seamer and play an extra spinner. Maybe, who knows, he's played 50 games, but he's not been seen much in the IPL. They'll play the left-arm wristy in Noor Ahmed. So by getting in Mavi, they've given themselves suddenly so many options. They bought Williamson. And suddenly everyone's saying, oh, Williamson. They're very clever, Pandya and Nehra as a combination. They realize they will be playing a few 135, 140 games. There you don't need the firepower maybe of Matthew Wade at the start. So Williamson there will be the glue in a 140 kind of game. I'm not saying Williamson can't play a 170, 180 game. He might well turn out to be the big surprise package of this year's Tata IPL. But you're playing that 140 kind of game. Remember, their top 4 last year was very shaky. Till Gill and Saha came together, they were just not getting opening partnerships. And it was Pandya who was the glue at number 4. This year, I think they've brought in Williamson just to address that issue if required. So I enjoyed those picks from Gujarat Titans. So now let's see how their team is structured. I think it's built around 4 pillars. It's built around Shubman Gill, Hardik Pandya, David Miller and Rashid Khan. Rashid is probably, it's a very good bowling side. So even if you don't call him a primary pillar, he won't take it amiss. Gill. Look at his numbers in recent times. 39 average, 144 strike rate. He's got hundreds in T20s. Gill in white ball cricket has been wonderful to watch. He's been, in many ways, it's been the breakout here that we were all waiting for from Shubman Gill. And they'll want him to play a really big part up at the top for them. Who does he open with? They've got options. They can push in Wade. They can push in Bharat. I think they might start with Ridhiman Saha because remember last time They just could not get a start until the back end when Gill and Saha started giving them starts. Gill bats through, Saha has the freedom. When Saha has the freedom, he plays some outrageous shots. I think that is the way they will go. Then Pandya at 4. 3 will vary depending on where they're playing, either Wade or Williamson. Then Pandya at 4. He's ready to play at 4. Then the batting starts. They've got David Miller. They've got Rahul Tewatia. I won't even be surprised if they start using a little bit more of Tewatia. I remember speaking to Tewatia last year and I said, "Aap bowling nahi kar rahe?" And he said, "Roz 1 ghanta karta hu main bowling, lekin match mein nahi de rahe." He went to play the Syed Mushtaq Ali. He picked up 14 wickets in 8 matches at an economy rate around 6, 6.5. I don't know exactly what the tracks were like, but he's saying to them, "I can bowl too if you want." And then last year they played Rashid Khan at 7. Then they've got so many options. They've got Shami, they've got Mavi. They can use the spin of Sai Kishore. If required, they can use Sai Sudarshan up at the top as a floater. They used him briefly last time. So that is, in short, how I see Gujarat Titans being structured. How do they play this new impact sub rule? It's almost impossible to say at the start who their impact sub will be. But I can see if they've got to have a floater who suddenly comes in and plays his big innings in very little time, maybe they look at Abhinav Manohar from that point of view. Because otherwise, they don't really have a regular spot for him in that side. Unless, of course, with Hardik Pandya bowling, they might find a room for a spare batter. What is going to be the biggest difference this year for Gujarat Titans? Last year, Hardik Pandya bowled just about 30 overs. He bowled in the big games, sometimes took the new ball, did not bowl again. But will Hardik Pandya bowl was the question at the start of every game. He's a proper 4 overs bowler now. Doesn't need to, but he's a proper 4 overs bowler. He can allow you to play 4 seamers. He can allow you to play 3 seamers and then the extra spinner. So that is the way I see Gujarat Titans going. Will they get by? Will they qualify once again? If they can get those top 4 going consistently, yes, maybe. Join us on Cricbuzz Live for all the fun and insights this year. If you're in the Middle East or North Africa, if you're in continental Europe or Latin America, do subscribe to Cricbuzz Plus to see the Tata IPL 2023 live.